Back now with a disturbing I-Team exclusive. Two women in the traditionally insular Hasidic community going public with stunning claims about a licensed therapist in Rockland County who was supposed to treat their trauma. Instead, they tell News 4 he re-victimized them. The patient's talking only to investigative reporter Sarah Wallace. We do want to warn you their descriptions are graphic.
Therapist Daniel Dresner, accompanied by his attorney, declined to answer our questions about the criminal charges he now faces in Rockland County.
We've talked to two of your former patients who say that you sexually and physically abused them. Do you have any comment?
Dresner is still listed as having an active social worker license, even though he is charged with third-degree assault and harassment against this former patient, Miriam Dana. In her first public interview, she told me the charges don't begin to reflect the real horror of what she experienced at Dresner's office in Pomona, New York, now apparently closed.
Did he hurt you physically?
He did hurt me physically, yes. There were fights sometimes that went like way too far. He went in and he punched me in my face and I fell. He broke my back tooth.
You broke your back tooth?
Yes.
Did he hurt you sexually?
Yes.
But Dresner didn't face sexual abuse charges in Dana's case. He was hit with 55 misdemeanor sex abuse counts involving this woman who asked us to protect her identity. She says it started when Dresner wanted her to attack him as part of her therapy.
Eventually, I did. I kicked him, I punched him. When I said I don't want to do this, he would start with me. He would start kicking me and punching me.
So then it became sexual?
Yeah, so every day he just came on top of me or he grabbed me on top of him.
The young woman says the sexual contact happened in Dresner's office, at this Nyack hotel, and even in his car in local parking lots.
I couldn't get out of it because it was my therapist. I felt the need to please him.
The woman, who says she went to Dresner to help her with childhood sex trauma, eventually told her husband and claims that's when the therapist tested her loyalty if authorities contacted her. She told us this is his voice in a phone message she recorded.
I don't know. If they ever come to me, I'm just going to basically deny. And if you could also just not engage with them or just deny, and I think I'll be okay. And I guess delete the above incriminating message.
Her husband standing by his wife.
It's a therapist who broke the trust. It's a therapist who abused.
How do you think the community looks at abusers?
The community as a whole very much lives in a denial.
They also believe the justice system in Rockland County doesn't want to recognize the hidden abuse in the Hasidic community.
He did a crime that is unrepairable. And I think he needs to pay for it. He should sit in prison and think what he did, and his license should be terminated. I don't know why it's not. He's a classic predator.
You don't think the district attorney is taking your case seriously?
No, I don't think so.
The DA sent a statement that says, in part, the Rockland County District Attorney's Office, working with the Haverstraw Police Department, conducted a full investigation into the alleged crimes. Appropriate criminal charges have been filed with the court. Shulam Leifer advocates for Hasidic abuse victims.
I'm outraged. I am accusing them of failing not just these women, but any person who might feel like coming forward for sexual abuse. I think he should be charged with felony crimes. I look at it as an absolute miscarriage of justice.
Dresner has pleaded not guilty in Haverstraw Municipal Court to all of the misdemeanor criminal charges.
Do you have anything to say to your patients at all?
The trial involving Miriam Dana's allegations was supposed to go first, but that's now been postponed at the request of the defense. The two women have also filed a civil lawsuit, which is essentially on hold pending the outcome of the criminal cases. From Haverstraw, Sarah Wallace, News 4 New York.